Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you a guide to circuits in Requiem, and I'm going to start off with something complicated because I love doing it. So this isn't going to be the best go-to if you're like new to circuits. This is going to be like an RCL man video where it teaches you something and expects you to already know circuits, but how to do something. So anyway, here we go. The first thing we need is is a player. Well, I should probably tell you what we're doing. Basically, what we're doing is we're making it so that when you raise your right hand, it'll pop up a prompt and you can choose what mod to do. I'm only gonna do one mod and it's gonna be a pretty simple one. But yeah, anyway, let's do it. So for the last time, the first thing you need is a player right hand position. So we need a player right hand position. Next thing we need is a player head position. Where is it at? I have to type it more. Player head position. Here it is. Put that like right under there. Next thing we need is a vector 3 split. Here it is. And we only need we need two of these. My bad. We're gonna put them both like right about there. Now we just hook this up to here. Then we're gonna need an add chip. This is basically so that it's instead of like putting your right hand right. If I didn't add this add chip, it would make it so that when I just put my right hand like position or my right hand like right here or anywhere higher, it automatically pop up the mod menu. So if I do an add, oh my gosh, I typed in like 3 times. But if I get an add and then I put it like right there, I figured out in like all my experience that you might need to change it for your height, 0.32. Next thing we need, I'm just gonna put it in my watch to be honest, is a greater or equal chip. And don't worry, I'll explain how all this works in a sec. I just want to wire it and then I want to show you. Now I put this to here. Basically, this greater or equal does, so for right now, is it seeing if we get the player right hand position, and we don't care about where it's positioned in X value or the Z value. X would be this way and this way. Z would be this way and this way. But Y is just up and down. That's all we care about. And if that is higher than the player head position's Y plus 0.32, that would mean that this is true. So right now it's false. But I put my hand like right up here. I might need to lower it actually, just because I have to like point my hand down to it to lower it. So basically, I lowered it to 0.2. So now you can see false, true, right there. So it changes about like right there. Now we need an if chip to see if that like happens. Now we just hook up the result to the if. Next thing we have to do is get an event receiver. Now we're gonna put this up here just to make it a little neat. And then we're gonna put this right there. I just noticed, I should probably mention this, but if you want these circuits for free and don't want to have to go through all of this, I will get an invention out before this video is posted. So there's gonna be an invention. It's probably gonna be called I don't know. I'll put the name like right here. It's right here. Now for the then. What the heck? Oh, for the then. I got my controller. For the then, we're gonna hook it up to another if chip, and I'll show you what this does. Maybe another if. And guess what, guys? Are you ready for this? I don't know. I don't know. Now, this is where it starts to get a bit complicated. But we're going to get a bool variable. It's going to be called, let's see, we'll do it like delay mod. So it's going to be called delay mod. Now, we're actually going to get another one of these and just hook it up. Oh, can't get it. What the? Oh, shoot, I'm not using clone. Here it is. I'm going to put it right there. Then we need a delay. I'll show you why we need this and what would happen if we didn't put this in a second. I'm actually gonna move this out just so I can fit this. Okay, here we go. It's a little off center because I messed it up. But what we're gonna do with this is hook up the then to here, hook up this to run, hook up this to the after delay. Then we set the delay to 1.5 seconds. Now what this is gonna do is essentially, hold on. What this is essentially gonna do is when all this happens, once this happens, it'll it'll then check if this is true. And how do we know? Hook this up to here. Now, why do we need this, you ask? It's because if we have this 30 hertz running, and we're going to add a prompt multiple choice soon, if we have that 30 hertz running, it basically glitches out, and there will be like let's say you literally use the mod menu. You have to click the answer you want 3 times, and then push. You have to click it, then push OK, then click it, then push OK, then click it, then push OK. It's because this 30 hertz keeps firing 30 times a second, so it's like going crazy. That's why my hand is jittering. It's not because I just want to, by the way, but I can see my hand is. I don't know what I'm doing. It'll basically just make sure that doesn't happen, because it's gonna immediately stop it from doing that. Now you might be wondering, how do we execute the thing we want to execute? Here's how this works, by the way. So basically what this will do is once this happens, it'll check if the delay mod is true. Once it does that, it'll immediately set it back to false. Then it'll run this delay ship for 1.5 seconds. And the after delay will come to this delay mod and turn it to true. Now, how are we gonna start the actual thing we want to start out of this run ship? Because basically this run ship, it'll just happen immediately when this starts. It's like a normal execution, but without the delay. So we're gonna need a prompt multiple choice. Now we're gonna put this like right here. As you can see, this is a big boy ship. This is one of those ships you use to you have a ton of things just to fill out this one big ship, because it's kind of like the main thing we're doing. Now for the prompt, we're gonna have it be. I'm just gonna do basic, so I'm gonna do like mod selection. I'm gonna cut when I'm done with the prompt title and the prompt body. Okay, now I'm done. I have it to say mod selection. Which mod would you like to use? Now for this answer choices, it gets a little complicated. So what we essentially have to do. Wait, no, never mind. I'm stupid, because this is the easy one. It's all in one chip. It's called the list. Create. Now, basically, if you don't know what a list is, basically has an item, and then another item, and then it could have like 10 items. It could have literally infinite. This ship could go on forever. Look, see, that's a ton. It can be as big as you want it to be. I basically just want one item because it's the only one you're going to use. Now, let's say you had like 5 of these, okay? All of it would be contained in this one list right here. Now, basically, all we have to do is just hook this right up to here. Right up there. Now, it knows that it's going to be a string list, so this has to be a string item. For the basic one, we're just going to do fling, because why not? Now, with the fling, all we gotta do is just choose when to fire this, and that's the run ship. And this player, don't worry about it, since it's the player that raised its hand, essentially, and we're making it already so that when the player raises their hand, it technically already knows which player. Now, they're, of course, gonna choose fling, so I'm gonna teach you a little bit about the response index, basically. So let's say I had like 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, 6 of these I guess now. Now basically, how lists work is that this is response index 1. This is response index. No, wait, no, I'm sorry. This is response index 0. then 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, so on, so on, so on, until you have literally, And the only one we have is number 0. So we're just gonna do. You don't need to add the shifts I'm doing if you only have one. But for people that are doing multiple and just want this as a foundation to do the rest, you get an if and an equals ship. Equals. Then I should probably move these to opposite sides. Then all you gotta do is let's do this. And all you gotta do is put this into here, and then whatever number the one you want to test is put it in here, and mine's already 0, and I need 0, so I'm just gonna keep it there. Then you put this. Now a lot of people I've seen are using this chip and then just firing it all the time. You don't need to do that, and you might think, well, if I have like, hold on, let me do something. Well, Monkey Gamer, I have 3 of these, and I need to be able to fire the rest. You can. All you gotta do is, I should probably actually teach you the on prompt complete. This will basically, once you've chosen your answer, this will fire. This will immediately fire when you start it. Now, you might be thinking, Monkey Gamer, but I need to check all of these, and I can't do that all with one of these, so I need to use this for the rest. You don't. Okay, I'm gonna show you something crazy. Are you ready? Boom. Now all we gotta do is put this into here, and that's basically it for like this section. But all we gotta do now is basically make it so that it fires another one. So when you get another prompt, player prompt multiple choice, put it like right there. Now this one for the then, so put it into there. Now it just says, who do you want to fling? No, fling selection. Okay, fling selection. Here it is. Now, I literally have never found a video teaching you how to basically get every single player in the lobby into one answer choice, but you're lucky because I know how. It's pretty simple, actually. All you gotta do is get a list, create, and this is gonna sound weird, but we literally want to have no input on it at all. It's just gonna be lists. Maybe you're thinking, isn't this useless? What is this gonna do? It actually will help us a ton. If you do not have this, it will not work. Basically, all we need to do is, sounds weird, but we need to put this into here. That's all we do with this. We do nothing else. The reason we do this is to basically give this string, make this string, this list string variable alive. Now, I'm actually just gonna rename it to players because it looks ugly with list and string with those weird arrows around it and variable. I don't like it. So we're just gonna name it to players. Now you might be thinking, why don't we just get a get all players, and then why don't we just turn it all to a string? Well, there's a reason why. Like I said, this is all one list that you're turning to a string. Number one, this doesn't work because this isn't a that, and you might be thinking, well, then does that a list create? Number one, it actually does work. So good job, at least you got one thing right. But here's the problem with it, okay? I want you to look at what happened. That doesn't look right. It might be thinking, see, it's the player. It's you in here. But if you had multiple players in here, it'd say your name, then the next person's name, the next person's name, but it'd all be in one choice. You couldn't choose which one. It's the only choice would be every single player in the game. The thing is, what we have to do is we do actually keep this get all players, and we'll put it like right here. What we do is we get a 4 each. Now you might be wondering, what the heck does that mean? It'll basically, it's a hardship, so I don't blame you if you don't know how to do it. But basically, once this is fired, it's hard to explain, but basically, it'll get everyone in the list, then it'll fire one of them, then fire another one, then fire another one, then keep doing it until it's done with all of them. It basically does it in 1 millisecond in real time. And this loop will also fire every time, and we're going to take advantage of that. Now, you might be wondering what the done does. That means it's done. It's got through all the players, and it's done everything for them. What we do is get a 2 string. Then we hook it up to the item. Then we go to add list. This is basically all we need to do is put this up to the item. Now the target, that's going to be this variable. And then the loop, this will, you know how I said like this will fire every time? The loop also fires every time. So it'll add the person to the list. Now you might be wondering, when do we fire this and how is this going to be executed and turn into all the players? What we actually do is that I was wrong. Don't hook that up. What you have to oh my gosh, what you actually have to do is hook this up to the players, hook this to the for each, and then hook the done to here. Done to here. Then hook the players up to here. That's it. Now I'm going to show you one more time what this does. It'll get all the players, and then once this has been set, it'll get all the players, then I'll turn their name into a string variable, put them into there. It will fire, they will put them into the list, and you might be wondering, why don't we have to fire the list again? That's actually because let me sit up again. My brain just lagged. Since this is a list add, it technically doesn't have to be executed because this is the one we're executing. That's all we have to do, really. Hold up, give me 2 seconds. So that was a horrible introduction because this is literally it. Now you might be wondering, why doesn't that work? Because we have to fire this because I didn't want to fire it immediately. But now, the moment we raise our hands, I am stupid. Also, I forgot to mention, make sure this is true. And if you want to make this true the moment someone joins, you just get an event receiver player joined, and then get an is local. The player is local chip, and then you just hook it up to the lay mod. That's all you have to do. And oh my god, I'm stupid. And then once you have that, if you just hooked up the is local to this, and then make sure the boolean is true. That's all you have to do. Now I have to make sure this checks. This is true. So now I raise your hand. It'll say which mod would you like to use, then which way would you like to fling. Now we have to make it so it actually flings me. What we do for that is we get in get player by display name, and basically it'll take a string variable, and if that string variable is also a player, and it is, all we're gonna do is just get an add velocity ship for we just hooked up this to the target, then we just hook up on prompt complete to there, the velocity. Now this is going to be just whatever you want and wherever direction you want to fling them, but I would say just get a vector 3 a vector 3 oh gosh vector 3 create, Then once you got that, hooks that to here. Then I usually just make this 10 because I think it's a good number. Then you can set the maximum speed multiplier to whatever you want. That's how high you want to fling them. Maximum speed will be if you're going like really fast and you want to stop them at a certain speed. If they're going too fast, that's what this number is, and this is meters, I think, per second. The multiplier is basically, I think, how fast you go, or yeah, I think that's it. So if I were to go down here, raise my hand, choose fling, choose me, I get flung up. Couldn't really see, but I'll make like a little starting base so that you can actually see this time. All you gotta do is go right here. Whoopsies. Oh my gosh. Go right here. And get like a cube or something. This isn't gonna be accurate. But like right there ish. Now you can see me actually get flung up. Look at me. Got flung. So that's gonna be it for today's video. And I'm probably going to do like build on to this mod menu. Probably gonna make it so you can like fling it to yourself or fling it to someone and add more mods, do all that. But once it is done, I'm actually gonna, you know what? If you want to buy this menu early, I'm gonna make it basically. I'm gonna make an invention out of this. It's gonna be in a circuit board form. Once again, the title of it is gonna be right here. Now, if you want it early, you can buy it. It'll probably be like $250 or $500. I think $500 is the minimum. And if it's $250, I'll make it the minimum so that you guys can buy it easily. What the heck, easily? What? Anyway, yeah. If you just want like the menu early and want to try it out, I will basically just make it a circuit board, and I'll make it so that you can choose where you fling it in the XYZ. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.